Hello ladies and gents and welcome back. Now today welcome to our third and final video on object orientation. Today we're going to learn about object arrays and a little bit more about setters and getters. So let's get started. A shoe shop in Basingstoke, also known as Amazingstoke, would like to make a class of customers to store the customer's name and their shoe size. So you say, okay, well, that's quite nice and easy. So we start, we'll have a nice global variable A, not in a method, just inside the class. So I'm going to have string for customer name because you normally have a selection of letters as your name, customer name, and I am going to have int shoe size. Now I know some folks do have peculiarly half size shoes or other such things, but for Basingstoke we're going to say everyone measures their foot size in a nice whole number. Okay, now remember guys, last time we talked about variables in classes and about how we want to keep any variable private if possible. Okay, so now there we are. We have now got an ability to store a customer's name and their shoe size. Beautiful, bellissimo, you think, and you'd be right. So, now, here is the constructor, which again we went into last time in quite a lot of detail, okay? So, I'm going to make a constructor now. So, for constructor, in the brackets, I want to be able to create a list of new customers straight from the brackets. Okay, so customer, let's say string name and int size. So they are the two values we can pass into this when we create it to give values to the two strings set there. So I'm going to go customer, and no spaces, how silly of me. Customer name equals name and shoe size equals size. Okay, now that's all in there. So you can now set the values of each item straight from the main method. However, we now have a problem, which is that with both of these being private variables, how do we display or change what's in them from the main method? And the answer is actually very simple. It's a trick built into Eclipse. Firstly, highlight these two, find variables, and then in Eclipse, you go to, I think it's source, source, and generate getters and setters. And suddenly, bada bing, bada boom, this nice menu appears. Take these two and then press OK at the bottom, which you can't see, and suddenly getters and setters are available for all of these. So you've got get customer name, set customer name, get shoe size, set shoe size. Okay, so we can now call them or use them to set data using parameters and by using return types. Okay, sounds pretty sweet. It should be, it is. So finally, last but not least, we want to generate, I know we can shop by now. Yeah, so let's go and have a look at the shoe shop class. So this is all the information on one person that we are going to need. Okay, so now let's go back to the shoe shop in Amazingstoke. So firstly, we are going to want to make an array of customers. Okay, so we have now got shoe shop and we have got customers. So I want to make an array of customers. What do I type? Customer, square brackets, B Stoke for Basing. That's not Stoke, that's B Stitch. B Stoke equals new customer. And let's say, just for this demo, I want to have 5 customers. Okay, so I have asked now for 5 customers. And now, for each one, I have to say they're a customer and set up their initial variables using the constructor. So if I type in b stoke square brackets 0 equals new, not mu, it's a whole other matter, new customer, and then open brackets, and we'll type in Mr. M, which is me, hello, pleased to meet you, and I've got size 13 feet, which makes it very difficult to buy shoes from me, trust me on this one. Okay, and there we are. I have now created a new object in my array called new customer Mr. M. Now I'm sure there is you want nothing more than to sit here and watch me doing this, but I propose to stop this video now and then restart in a matter of seconds so that you can see all of these in there. So back in 2 secs. Hello folks, so here we are. Bada bing, bada boom. I have now got a complete array setting information in there. Also, this array contains customers, and the customers are here, all got setters, getters, and a very handy constructor. Perfect, you think? Okay, so let's start using this array properly. Now, one of the most powerful features of arrays is the ability of a computer to loop through them one at a time and carry out acts to everything. It's perfect. So I'm going to make a for loop right here. So for int x equals 0, start 0 where it begins. Then I'm going to say while x is less than b stoke dot length. Well, it's less than that. We want to say, okay, x is going to increase by 1. There you go. All sorted, you see. So, now, next bit. We want to display some information about every customer in the array. So, system.out.println, and then we're going to say bstoke x. We want to play the customer's name first. So, let's get that out. So, dot get customer name. There we go. How about that? Now, okay, we now put plus, then speech marks, then a space, and then we say is a something. What size are they? Well, let's find out, shall we? bstoke dot get. My mistake. I've got the square brackets, and the machine gets very confused if you make that mistake. Here we are. Get shoe size. So hopefully now all this information should go when I press play. Let's have a look. Oh look, here we are. Mr. M is a 13. Miss G is a 7. Mrs. M is a 6. There we are. How about that? So now let's try and make this a bit more interesting. So say I decided to change my shoe size. Say bstoke 0 dot set shoe size, and I type of shoe size in here, so I'll type in 26. There we go. And now if I run this here, this should appear Mr. M is a 26. Now you're thinking, okay, 26, that is ludicrous. No one has feet that big apart from maybe an elephant, but that's a new story. So set shoe size to size 26. So we're going to come back to the customer class, and in here we have got the setters and getters. So here, set shoe size. So I want to say set the shoe size only if the size is less than 19, which is the biggest shoe size I ever heard anyone having. Okay, so I'm going to say if, open brackets, close brackets, put the curlies there as well. So if shoe size is less than 20, then we're going to put the shoe size variable up top here, or sorry, just here, is now going to become the shoe size variable passed into it. This, by the way, guys, if it says this here, it means the variable which is in the class already. And the shoe size without this refers to this parameter in this class. Okay, so we're going to say, okay, so long as the shoe size is less than 20, we are going to let it be added. If not, we're just going to stop and we're going to say, no, go away. We don't want it. So else, curly brackets, system dot out dot print line, and then we are going to say, right. Sorry, that is ridiculous. So there we go. Right, so now the system should take the data here from set shoe size, and if it goes to 26, it should, fingers crossed, display that code. Sorry, that is ridiculous. And Mr. M stays at a size 13. But say here I change it. Say I change it to say 18. What will happen now? Let's press play. Oh look, Mr. M is a size 18. Now they are big feet if they're size 18. So guys, today we have learnt about creating arrays of classes or objects, also called object arrays. We have gone over getters and setters. We have done a bit of validation, that's what this is here. We have looked at creating classes, and last but not least, we have looked at tying loops into them. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy the night and talk to you soon. Hasta luego.